2,100 people, $2,100, 21 days to kickstart our efforts to get back into our building. We're not waiting on the insurance company to tell us when and where we can do what God has called us to do.
So if you aren't aware, Hurricane Beryl hit Houston on July 8th, and one of the ministries that was affected was LightHouse Church, the pastor of that church being Keion Henderson. Keion Henderson said that the building will cost $20 million to repair and said that it will be a couple of years until the building gets back running, which shows indefinite cancellation of services.
October anyway, and those of you all who've watched me, you've heard me say that it was time for us to expand our sanctuary. We were turning 600 to 700 people away every week. The parking was abysmal, but we made it. I told our church that we were going to start over. And yet again, I believe God said, Keion, your faith was too small. So let me blow the building down so you can build what I put in your heart. I want to increase the size of our sanctuary by 2. I want to double the size of it so that no one who has an opportunity to get in is turned away because we don't have a seat. We can't wait on the insurance company to do that. I need you from around the world. If I've ever preached a message that has touched your spirit, if I've ever spoken into your life and you started the company that you were not going to start had I not pushed you in faith, if you were thinking about ending your own life, but somehow God gave me a word that made you fight to live another day, I need you. I won't pretend like I can do this by myself. If I could do this alone, trust me, it would be done already. But I am a feeble man who puts himself at the mercy of the court and asks you to join me in a journey because we do not have time to waste. We cannot build and we cannot raise money for 3 years and then build another 2 years and have all of these people displaced. God gave me a vision and he said we can do it in 21 days. I'm asking 2,100 people to give $2,100 in the next 21 days. And what we're calling it is Out of the Harbor. 2,100 people, $2,100, 21 days to kickstart our efforts to get back into our building. We're not waiting on the insurance company to tell us when and where we can do what God has called us to do. We will do it together. And by the way, maybe you've never been in the building, but if you're watching me right now, what you don't know is we call you Lighthouse Nation. Let's get to work.
If God gave him a vision, wouldn't God be the one to pay for it? Like, did God really tell him to ask 2,100 people to give $2,100 within 21 days? Like, first it was exposure at the Potter's house. Then after that, it was a shooting at Joel Osteen's church. And now it's Keion Henderson's, who, might I add, is under the covering of T.D. Jakes and using Joel Osteen's building for services. Like, has anyone ever stopped and considered that God is trying to get the church attention? That maybe he purposely shut the services down, hoping that these leaders will humble themselves and repent. Jeremiah 8:5-7 says, "Why has this people slidden back, Jerusalem, in a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast to deceit, but refuse to return. I listened and heard, but they do not speak aright. No man repented of his wickedness, saying, What have I done? Everyone turned to his own course, as a horse rushes into battle. Even the stork in the heavens knows her appointed times. And the turtle dove, the swift, and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people do not know the judgment of the Lord."